The morning of the journey finally arrived. Mr. Emeka was in high spirits, joking with the children as they loaded their luggage into the car. Mrs. Ada, however, couldn't shake off the feeling of unease. She had been having strange dreams of a dark road and loud cries. As the car pulled out of their driveway, Ada whispered under her breath, "Lord, take control." The trip was lively at first. The children sang songs, laughed, and played games. Emeka, ever the cheerful father, joined in their excitement. But as they approached a long stretch of lonely highway, the mood changed. The sky darkened, and an eerie silence filled the car. Out of nowhere, a car sped past them recklessly, nearly forcing them off the road. Emeka swerved just in time, and the children screamed in fright. Ada clutched her chest, her heart pounding. "People are so careless," Emeka muttered angrily, gripping the steering wheel tighter. "Mama, what happened?" their youngest daughter, Chisholm, asked, her eyes wide with fear. "It's okay, my dear. God is with us," Ada replied, though her hands trembled. A few kilometers down the road, they came across a terrible sight. The same car that had sped past them earlier was overturned in a ditch, smoke rising from its crushed hood. Beside it, a man sat on the ground, his head in his hands. Emeka slowed the car, but Ada quickly grabbed his arm. "Don't stop," she urged. "Just keep going." Emeka hesitated but eventually drove on. The children stared out the windows in stunned silence. As they continued their journey, Ada could no longer hold back. She turned to Emeka, her voice firm. "Emeka, you need to take prayer seriously. This is not an ordinary journey." Emeka sighed but didn't respond. The memory of the old woman's warning now replayed in his mind. Just as they were nearing the village, something strange happened. The car began to sputter, and the engine suddenly died. They were in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by tall grass and an unsettling quiet. "What now?" Emeka said, frustrated, as he got out to check the car. Ada stepped out as well, her eyes scanning the area nervously. "This is not normal," she murmured. Suddenly, they heard the faint sound of footsteps approaching. Ada's heart raced as a group of men emerged from the bushes, their faces cold and menacing. "Good evening," one of them said, his voice eerily calm. "We've been waiting for you." Emeka froze, realizing too late that they had walked into a trap. Ada grabbed the children and pulled them close, whispering prayers under her breath. "Please, take whatever you want," Emeka said, raising his hands. "Just don't harm my family." The leader of the group smirked. "Oh, we'll take everything," he said, stepping closer. But just as they were about to advance, a blinding light appeared out of nowhere, accompanied by a powerful gust of wind. The men shielded their eyes, stumbling backward in confusion. Ada fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. "Thank you, Jesus," she cried. The light grew brighter, and the men fled, disappearing into the bushes. The family was left shaken but unharmed. As the light faded, Emeka turned to Ada, his voice trembling. "I'm sorry, Ada. I should have listened to you. I promise, from now on, we'll pray together as a family." Ada nodded, her heart swelling with gratitude. With renewed faith, they pushed the car to the side of the road and prayed. Moments later, a kind stranger stopped to help them fix the car. When they finally arrived at the village, they were greeted with warmth and joy. But this time, Emeka led his family in prayer, thanking God for their safe arrival. And every morning after that, Emeka gathered his family to pray, knowing now that there was power in faith and unity.